Today we are going to be talking about some high-level safety tips about servicing electric vehicles. Specifically, a cautionary high voltage alert, using the right personal protective equipment or PPE, the primary shutdown method on an EV, recognizing and responding to a damaged battery. But before we jump in, we must put you on a high voltage alert. The blue, orange, and yellow EV wires are the highest of voltage, so you must be careful. Now, every shop will have safe operating procedures, and you should always follow them. This video is a great overview, but by no means is it meant to replace your shop's policies and procedures or the manufacturing guidelines. So if you see any discrepancies between what the manufacturer says and what you see here, by all means, always go with the manufacturer. Okay, I have removed all of my jewelry and I am decked out in my personal protective equipment, which is basically all of the items in the arc flash kit. Now you need to be wearing all of these items anytime you're working on or even near any components that can be an electrical hazard, and if you have not verified that the vehicle is in a zero energy state. I've got on class 0 1000 volt high voltage gloves, leather gloves that go over my high voltage gloves, an arc rated coverall, my arc flash hood underneath my arc flash face shield, and these aren't in the kit, but you always need to wear electrical rated shoes. All right, this might seem a little excessive, but hear me out. An arc blast is 4 times the temperature of the sun, and the gear inside of your arc flash kit can help protect you from that. Since I'm already dressed for it, I'm going to show you the primary shutdown method for an EV. First, turn the vehicle off and take the key out. Then put the key in a RFID signal blocking bag and then store it in the group lockout box. If you don't have a signal blocking bag, store the key fob a minimum of 200 feet away from the vehicle so no one can accidentally remote start it. Then define a 6-foot safety perimeter so other people or tools cannot make their way into your space. Next, disconnect the 12-volt battery ground cable and use a lockout tagout device on it so the cutting switch doesn't come into contact with the battery until you're ready. Now we wait 5 minutes for everything to discharge. And if that doesn't seem like long enough, wait 2 or 3 more minutes. The most important thing here is that you're comfortable with what you're doing. Then take out every master safety disconnect and the HV connector. Remember, there may be more than one MSD depending on the type of vehicle you are working on. Refer to the vehicle-specific manual to check the placement and number of MSDs. Once disconnected, take the device and lock them up tight in the group lockout box. That way you'll minimize the chance that someone can put it back in there before you're ready. Before you go any further, make sure that the vehicle is in a zero energy state using a calibrated Cat 3 multimeter with insulated probes. If the multimeter reads anything over 4 volts, do not continue with the repair. Now let's go over what to do if you have a battery that is giving off fumes, appears damaged, is bubbling, or starts on fire. Now let me be clear. It's too late for the battery, but it's not too late for you. If a battery starts on fire, get out. Take all of your friends. Take your enemies. Get to a safe place and call 911. For example, if a vehicle comes in after a collision or a submergence and the driver is complaining of fumes, leave the vehicle outside far away from the shop while you perform your initial inspection. Leave the doors open, the windows open, anything that you can to prevent a buildup of fumes in or around the vehicle. And if the vehicle's already inside, make sure that you ventilate the shop as well as possible. And of course, be ready in your full PPE before you even get near the vehicle. Here are some other points I want you to remember when dealing with the battery. Never touch both battery terminals at the same time or with your bare hands. Only use insulated, non-conducting tools and never lay tools or other metal parts on top of a battery. Obviously, don't smoke. Neutralize static buildup just before working on a battery by contacting the nearest grounded surface. Now, the cells of the high voltage lithium-ion battery are sealed and designed not to leak. If you do see a leak, it could be from the powertrain or the battery cooling system. But if the batteries are damaged, all bets are off. The battery seals may be rendered ineffective. In any case, if you suspect a damaged battery, if it's leaking, or you see visible smoke, you know what to do. Get to a safe place and call 911. Now, hopefully you never do have to call 911, but if you do, it is crucial that you let the operator know, and again, the fire department know that the fire started from an electric battery or vehicle, and you also need to let them know exactly where the vehicle is located inside the shop. Whew, we covered a lot of information in this video. If you feel like you missed anything, give it a second watch. Give it a third watch. Watch it 100 times. Now take a minute to watch the rest of the videos. I'll see you guys there.